After visiting Aunt Beulah, we started back north along Highway 131. We overnighted again at the Ottawa Casino in Petoskey, Michigan. We started our next day early and drove along Bayview Road. Beautiful homes lined the roadway, still decked out in their 4th of July grandeur. These homes line the shore of the Little Traverse Bay, part of Lake Michigan. We were both struck by how interesting it felt. Our journey east had come to an end. At least that's what we thought. Neither of us had planned for what to do next, and it was truly a feeling of freedom. We continued our drive north, and pretty soon we were staring down the northbound lanes of the Mackinac Bridge, entering the Upper Peninsula once again. This time, driving in the northbound lanes gave me a much better view of Lake Huron and Mackinac Island.
Oh, multiple axles. Why did they get behind this guy? He's got trailer axles.
He had to pay $6. Like the way it makes you stop.
Hello.
Skip! No! The American Legion Memorial Highway, a tribute to 100 years of dedication to the principles of justice, freedom, and democracy. 1919 to 2019. Memorial sponsored by the Sons of the American Legion Detachment of Michigan, Lansing, Michigan. We also found a historical marker. Nicollet passed through the straits in 1634, seeking a route to the Orient. It soon became the crossroads where Indian, missionary, trapper, and soldier met. From the 1600s through the War of 1812, first Frenchmen, then Englishmen, then Britain and America fought to control the strategic waterway. In 1679, the Griffin was the first sailing vessel to ply these waters. The railroad reached the straits in 1882 until the Mackinac Bridge was opened in 1957. Ferries linked the north and the south. We ended up overnighting at the Cowadden Casino in St. Ignace, and we were treated to a lovely sunset. The RV area was temporarily closed due to an upcoming event. We were still able to use the dump and water fill area. The next day was a dreaded chore day, weekly laundry. The day before, we had found a laundromat that had parking to accommodate us, so we arrived early in the morning and got all parked and settled. While not my favorite chore, this was a really nice place to hang out. There was a waterfront walkway. We watched passengers on the ferry coming back from Mackinac Island. And not only did we get the laundry clean, but Skip got a shower as well. He's the first to get to use the outdoor shower in Waldo. It was time to decide where we were going next, and after a bit of thought, we decided let's travel as far east as we could in the Upper Peninsula. So we headed off to Detour Village. And as typical with this trip, the rain caught up to us. Michigan's Upper Peninsula is so beautiful and green, and full of trees. Was a very pretty drive along Highway 134. Mostly it was driving through trees and then occasionally coming upon small areas with a few homes and even fewer businesses, such as the Taser Boatworks. Oh, and did I mention there are a lot of boats in the UP? Shortly after driving through the town of Hessel, we spotted the Mackinac Bay Nature Preserve, a nice place to stretch our legs and give Skip a walkabout. Okay, maybe some of you folks from the UP can help me out with this. I'm reading on Google Maps that this is part of the Mackinac Bay, yet I also see Mackinac City. So is it Mackinac or Mackinac? Wads has been gone from the UP far too long to be of any help. He says all he's ever heard of is the word Mackinac. Gosh, leave it to a true West Coaster to be so clueless. Here we found another historic site. It reads, in 1898, Carl Leopold purchased a summer cottage on Marquette Island, visible from here across the Mackinac Bay. His family, including son Aldo, traveled there each summer from their home in Iowa. Aldo's summers on the island were the start of a lifetime dedicated to the study of nature. His professional career included 19 years with the U.S. Forest Service and 15 years at the University of Wisconsin teaching wildlife management. In his book, A Sand County Almanac and Sketches Here and There, Leopold defined his concept of land ethic. He believed that people were stewards of the land and that the natural environment should be viewed as a community, not a commodity. Our drive continued to follow the shoreline of Lake Huron. It's approximately 55 miles from St. Ignace to Detour, but it took us well over an hour to get there. I was super impressed with the display of past and current military servicemen and women as we came into town. I don't know if this is something they keep up year-round or perhaps only in the summer season. Either way, I found it to be a very nice tribute to our military personnel. So of course we had to drive through town and look at them all. And here we are, for the first time, taking Waldo on a ferry, and we're headed to Drummond Island. Now this for us is a true testament to winging it. We have no reservations, no idea of RV lodging on the island. We have no idea where we're even going to stay. But it looked like such an adventure. How could we pass this up? Us, huh? Okay, well, I'm okay with that. The sad part is we're going to be coming back tomorrow on a Saturday. It might take a little bit to get across. Well, you want to stop next to him and I can kind of ask?
Take credit card.
Probably not. Ugh. Ooh. 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 Oh, you might have to. We're on a ferry. We're moving. Oh,
We're just bobbing.
we're moving.
We're floating.
Oh, we're moving. The dash cam did too.
Sure do. Wait for 34 more cars.
Well, here comes one.
They got a schedule.
And my fingernails are in the dash. What do you think of your first ferry crossing? We haven't moved yet, but it's really weird sitting in Waldo, bobbling back and forth.
We're floating.
Yeah. I can't say I'm super fond of this feeling.
And we got van prices, not RV prices.
Van prices.
$5.
Save $5. Skip did very well on his first ferry crossing. In fact, I think he just settled down and took a nap. Access to Drummond Island has always been by boat, be it ancient canoe, the modern ferry, or any host of boat possibilities utilized over the years. We're going sideways. we sink, you save little dog. I'll grab the life jackets for us today. At times it seems that the very pulse of the island is dictated by the ferry schedule and the flow of vehicles to and from the ferry boat docks. These boats and crew have provided countless safe passages to residents and visitors alike across the Detour passage of the St. Mary's River. The adventure begins with a 1-mile ferry ride across the St. Mary's River. The ferry, capable of holding 36 cars, crosses the river hourly, bringing cars, passengers, trucks, and semi-trucks across to the island. There are no advance ticket sales. Vehicles line up in Detour waiting to board the ferry. The round-trip ferry fare is collected by a deckhand once you are safely on board. Over 100,000 round-trip vehicle tickets and nearly 200,000 round-trip passenger tickets are purchased each year. Efforts and safety records of the boats and crew are a testament to the quality of service they provide. I don't know if I want to do that again. How about we just live on this island? We could live on this island.
We're on an island. We have to do it over again.
We could live on this island.
No, we couldn't. Our tanks will only hold so much poop.
Gross. Whoa. Oh, what if it was stuck and we can't go?
Oh, stop the what ifs.
As we exited the ferry, I spotted a historical marker. It read, Fort Drummond. Forced by the Treaty of Ghent to evacuate the fort they had captured on Mackinac Island during the War of 1812, the British selected this island as an alternate military post. The stronghold was close to the traditional Indian gathering point at the Straits of Mackinac in order to sustain English control of the Indians and the upper Great Lakes for fur trade. Built by Colonel Robert McDowell and his men, Fort Drummond and the nearby village at Collier's Harbor were maintained for more than a decade. The British abandoned their stronghold in the 1828, 6 years after Drummond Island was ruled United States territory. Now summer cottages occupy this rocky countryside, and only a few ruined chimneys survive as reminders of the conflict between the British and American sovereignty in the Old Northwest. We had no particular destination this day. There was an RV park on the island that we could use as a plan B. However, we wanted to explore. There are not many roads on the island, and it didn't take long until we had explored them all. In our random driving, we came across a place called Gourmet Galley. I think the restaurant portion of this was called Port of Call. I'm not sure if it was open or not, but the Gourmet Galley was amazing. One of those stores that has a little bit of everything. Souvenirs, fishing tackle and bait, winter hats, snow boots, hobby trains, boy, you name it, it seemed like they had it. They also had fresh baked breads, smoked fish, imported and domestic cheeses, along with beer and wine, and even cigars. The fresh baked pies is what got Wad's attention, so we stocked up on some treats and we hit the road for more exploring. Our only complaint about Drummond Island was the lack of public access to the lake. Most roads were posted with private drive. But we did find Big Shoal Beach. It's a small day use area with an outdoor pit toilet, sandy beach, and picnic tables, along with spectacular views. The beach is a great place for launching a kayak or canoe. That way? You lock it?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, Skip. What is that sign up there? Oh, it doesn't say anything. Come on, Skip. Yep.
Edge of the public beach. To the right is private, it looks like.
Yep. Skip. Skip. Come here, Skip. Is that a boat dock over there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the edge of the public beach there too. So it's just a small little piece.
Yeah, that's strange, huh?
Like I said, it's interesting how little public access.
Private property, both sides. This little chunk.
This little chunk. After spending some time down at the beach, the day was wearing on, and we headed back to the gourmet galley to get some of those ribs that the guy had sold us on for dinner. I also had that bottle of buffalo berry wine that I hadn't opened yet.
I got ribs to eat. You gotta give me your coleslaw so I can take a picture.
We asked if it would be okay to park overnight in their lot, and they said sure. So we had a delicious meal and a quiet night on Drummond Island. Be sure to join us in our next video as we head back to the UP mainland and up the coast to Sault Ste. Marie. Thanks for watching!